Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Vision Angling. Tonight we've come down to a local beach. We're over at Knoll. It's just up from Studland, just down towards the Swanage end of the sort of Studland side. We were planning on going down to Chesil, but we've had some pretty rough weather. I mean, the beach looks pretty calm down there, to be honest, but a couple of our mates have fished it and had some pretty slow reports, so we thought we'd give it a miss tonight. We'd just come down and see how many species we could get out of here again tonight. Myself, I'm fishing with 3 flappers, 3 clip downs, just varying the range. And yeah, hopefully we can get into a few fish. What are you fishing with tonight, George?
I'll be pretty much the same sort of tactics. 3 clip downs, loop rigs, flappers, worm baits. Just like you say, trying to get as many species out as we can. It's a little bit of fun on the light gear.
Yeah. I say it's lovely down here, isn't it? Westerly, southwesterly.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen in one of our earlier videos, we fished over here in about 40 mile an hour southwesterly wind, and it was lovely. Yeah. There's not many other beaches that you can sort of get out of it like that. It has died off a little bit tonight, and it's pretty calm, to be fair. But the sea behind us, it's like a sheet of glass. It's absolutely lovely out there. So yeah, high tide tonight. It's about 11:30, so we'll be fishing the tide all the way up. We might fish a little bit of the ebb, but it depends on how we get on throughout the night. Yeah, so we're going to crack on, get some more baits out there, and hopefully bring you some fish. Cheers. Hello. Right, well, we've been fishing now for about 15-20 minutes. I say I just pulled in my 2 rods because they were both having some nice little bites. Dropping me slack. We're not using grip leads or nothing tonight, just 4 ounce sort of plain leads and 5 ounce on one rig that we're going out for a little bit more distance. Just pulled in the 3 clip down. Just had lovely little smooth hound pup. And a little checker on that one. I say that one went out, you know, about 100 yards, maybe a little bit more. I didn't give it too much of a whack. And pulled in them 2. I say on the 3 flapper close in, probably about 50 yards out max. Just pulled in these 3. So we've got another little smooth hound pup there. Another lovely little pup. Followed by a lovely little checker bass again. I say, whoa! Chucking back in the bucket there. I'm gonna say nothing massive, but it's definitely keeping the rods busy. Just gonna bait them back up, get them back out there, and see how we get on. Cheers. Right. So I've literally just thrown them 5 back. Chucked out the rod again, as I was saying. Straight in. Another little checker bass there. Like I say, none of the fish are massive, but when it's pretty rough conditions and stuff like that, it's always nice to have a beach that you know of or is local to you that can pull you up plenty of fish and keep you busy, you know. Like I say, again, that's on my 3 flapper rig. As you see there, I'm running the 2 up, 2 up, run 1 down. As you see, my bottom snood on my 3 flappers. I always have a running lead, the bottom snood there. As I say, predominantly I use these rigs that I'm showing you now. It's predominantly my flounder rigs. We fished the club match Thursday. It's Sunday today, and yeah, I managed to win myself out 3 flounders nice and early. So yeah, hopefully it's looking up for the flounder season in Poole Harbour this year. Drop us a comment below if you'd like to see us do a flounder fishing video. I'm sure it's something we can do. But yeah, I'm going to get this one back. Hopefully we can get in a few more bigger ones.
Hi everyone. I think Ben's already had a few of these now, but on my 3 flapper worm baits, I've managed to find myself a nice little checker bass. Getting back in the bucket quick. A lovely little smooth hound pup. So I think Ben's had a few of these now, but it's still great fun to catch, especially when we've just come down here to see what sort of species we can get. Seems to be a lot of these, but we're hoping to get a few more. So cheers. Hi everyone. So fishing's starting to pick up really well actually at the moment. So we've had them smooth hounds and then bass. I've just looked up, I've had a cracking bite on one of my rods. Massive slack line, reeled into it quick, and I've managed to find a fair size red mullet. It's actually a really nice size red mullet actually, but yeah, cracking little fight, went off like a rocket. Took a single blow like that on the bottom hook of my loop rig, the 2-hook loop rig, that one. That was out at distance, so I hit that one as hard as I could. It was on my Any Fish Anywhere 6 and bait rod actually, with a 5-ounce lead, full pendulum, and I just hit it as hard as I could. And yeah, I managed to winkle this one out. An absolute corker. I'm going to get them on the scales quick, take a few stills, and then we're getting back. Cheers.
Right. Like George has said, it's been pretty chaotic, to be honest. It's hard to get any footage, to be fair. I would say the rods are going absolutely non-stop. They're hitting the water and they're off, you know. I say my dad's to my right, he's had a good few now. I would say you saw George's red mullet he had earlier on. Cracking fish at £1.8. But yeah, I would say for myself, I've been plugging on with the worm baits and the fruit flappers and stuff like that. Trying to get a red mullet. I haven't had a red mullet yet this year, since the last time we were here, in fact. And yeah, just had the rigs out there. Lovely little bite, nice little slack liner. And say, had double shot, little schoolie. And a lovely little red mullet. I say, not a scratch on the size of George's, but they are absolutely lovely fish. And so it's great to see him coming in. To be fair, the red mullet I had there is, you know, about an average sort of size for over here. But of late, sort of this month, we've started to see a fair few more red mullet coming in, and they're starting to get a nice stamp to them. So yeah, fingers crossed we can finish off the session tonight with a nice little black bream or a gilt head bream, something like that. But we'll have to wait and see. We're back again. This time nothing as exciting, but just had a nice old rattly bite. We knew what it was straight away. The old rig wreckers. Fortunately for me, I've seen the bite straight away, pulled into it, got it in without it absolutely destroying my 3-hook flapper. I say, there's absolutely nothing worse than catching one that wraps itself up and leaves its slime on every item of your rig and destroys the lot. But yeah, I'd say not a bad fish, but we're going to keep plugging on.
Right everyone, you say fishing has been very steady. Lots of little fish to keep us going, plenty of small bass. I had that red mullet earlier on. Ben had a red mullet as well. What else you had, Ben?
Had plenty of the bass, red mullet, strap conger, a few smooth hounds. Yeah, it's been pretty good going. Yeah.
So we've keeping on with the same tactics, small hooks, worm baits. I've got a 3-hook clip down out at the moment, and I've just pulled in a double shot bass. And Ben's got a little bass there himself. What did you have yours on, Ben?
I snuck down a couple of sand eel. So I chucked out a cheeky little ray bait, and he fell to a single sand eel at distance. Slacklined me, I got all excited, I thought it might have been a ray. I was trying to catch up with it. By the time I did catch up with it, I think it was about 30 yards out. And then he popped to the surface and we were all disappointed.
Yeah, it took you for a right run around, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, it's nice to have the rods moving. And yeah, like I say, we've still got a little bit of tide left, so fingers crossed we'll get a few more. Well, continuation of the night really. They just haven't stopped. Like I said, I'll just put this one out. It's been out there 5 minutes max. Just pull into a nice slack liner. A couple of nice little bass. So I chucked a big lump of rag on a minute ago on one of my ray rigs. Just thought I'd give it a go. Put it out as far as I could hit it, and my rod literally just bent over in double and was just peeling off line. I pulled into it. Lovely bit of weight there. Just missed it. So I think we're approaching sort of high tide now, so I think as the ebb starts, I might use the same sort of tactics and just see if I can get into one that's a little bit bigger than what we've been getting. I think my biggest one so far is like probably the one that I had on the sand hill earlier on, and it went just over a pound, about a pound and a half. But yeah, it's been a good night to be honest. We've had a lot of fish. It's been a lovely evening, great company. And yeah, as I say, we'll keep plugging on, get the baits out there, and try and get into something a little bit better. Right, so finally got a different species. I say I've been plugging away with the free clip downs, and I just absolutely smacked one out as far as I could. And surprisingly, at distance, just pulled myself in a lovely little flounder. Cracking little fish, very, very thick. Like I say, normally when you see them on the beaches and stuff, they're a little bit more spent around our way when they're on the beach. But lovely fat fish, this one. Like I say, it's nice to see something a little bit different other than the bass and hounds and all of that sort of stuff coming in. But yeah, happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go and chuck this one back. Last few baits are out now, so we ain't gonna give it much longer. I think we're gonna head on home. So yeah, brilliant.
Right everyone, we've come to the end of the session now. We fished all the way up the high water. Went quite quiet towards the end for the last half hour or so, didn't it, Ben? You had that flounder.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, once the water started moving, stopped moving, sorry, slack tide, nothing really happened, so decided to call it a night. Ended up with quite a variety of species. We already have about 8 between us. 8 different species.
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
lots and lots of bass, and
yeah,
it was a productive night all in all. Nice to get out. But yeah, like I say, till next time.
cheers.
Thanks again.